Right, it's another damp day. It's just gone 11:15. Been in and had a dose of injections in the back and hips to get myself right, and I'm back in the little tannin stream. Today we're using the Helios SX20 spin reel, and that's done with a pre-test platypus line, 4 pound. Cellulose 1 to 3 kilo ultralight spin trout rod, and we're starting off with a pretty well used little 00 Mepps Aglia spinner. So we'll just see how it goes. Fair bit of water coming down, but some good rain over the last couple of days. Yeah, it's running really well, so let's hope some fish in it. It's a little bit discoloured, still tannin, but a little bit clouded. So yeah, let's hope we get a fish or two. Yeah, I'm not sure how it will go. This little stream didn't fish all that well last year. They only gave up about 16 trout all up, so, and that was only in about 3 or 4 trips, but I stayed away from it. So we'll fish on here anyway. There we go, our first little brown is on about the 3rd cast. It's only a little tacker. You don't get big fish in this little tannin stream nowadays. You used to get a few decent ones in here up to 400 grams, but now, yeah, most of them are very small little fish, but they're still all little wild browns. And yeah, he readily took that, just didn't hesitate. I'll get him off and let him go. Oh, that little fella, there you go. That was just taking the cast directly up on that left-hand riverbank. So it's a good start. Let's hope this continues. With the water running high and fast and a little bit murky now, what you look for when you're trout fishing these little streams, or any stream really, is little flat pockets of water like that one next to the riverbank there. That right-hand side along the rocks, nice little bit of flat water, slower moving, bubble line there. Trout sit in between the fast water and the rock there, in that flat water section, even right along these riverbanks, right close to the riverbank where it's slow flowing. It's where you've got to concentrate on. Centre of the river here where it's woofing down pretty hard. The trout aren't going to sit there and burn their energy up for nothing. Summertime, yeah, they'll be in the faster water for more oxygen and cooler water. But early season and most times throughout the season, just fishing little streams or bigger rivers. Just check out, always flick into the flat waters and where there's a bubble line. Behind rocks, boulder in the middle of a river. So this next pool I'm fishing here, hopefully I'll prove myself right, there'll be a trout in there, but right in the middle of it you'll notice a nice big flat water. Nice bit of flat water sitting right in the middle of it there. And that, more likely if there's trout around, there should be one in that. We'll soon find out anyway. Oh, the little flat water I was talking about earlier in that previous little clip there, there wasn't a trout in it, but that's usually where they lie anyway, you know. And there's another flat water ahead of me here, so could be one in that. We just got to keep working them and hope for the best. As the weather warms up, you know, we're getting out of winter, we're getting in the middle of September into October, these little flat waters and that, they'll be holding trout. So it's just a matter of persevering. Right, been in the river 35 minutes just for that one trout, and I got that in the first couple of minutes. We've probably fished about half a kilometre of river to date. Still no sign of any more, but some nice water ahead of me here. Probably be another half kilometre, I'll be back to the car then, so then we'll call it a day before this weather sets in again. Right, there we go. Just got a second cast just after I stopped talking here and turned the clip off. My very first cast into this new stretch of water I've just hopped into here, and yeah, this fella grabbed it. A bit bigger than the first one. At least that's not, but I got Aglia mooch Noir on now, pretty well worn out one. The red tag thing on the back's just about done, but the gold blade still is what attracts them this time of year. Gets them stimulated into attacking. Wasn't a real aggressive hit, it was just sort of just come up and grabbed it and went with the flow sort of thing. But anyway, we'll get him off. As you can see, this one's a young male. You can see on the tail there, it's the milk coming out of him. So yeah. Anyway, he's off for another day. He was just taking the first cast right along that left hand side of the riverbank where that bubble line is there. I just hooked and lost another little tacker and that come off that riverbank there by that branch. And I messed around getting my camera out to film it, and he just one little jump and toss it. So he's probably only lipped anyway. So we've still got some nice water ahead of us up here. So hopefully, if I can pick up 4 or 5, I'll be pretty happy actually. There's that beautiful long wide stretch of river here. And it's pretty murky at the moment, but anyway, it's still not a trout in it. And at the moment I'm using a little size 0, 2.5 gram. It's a fluoro aglia and it's called a fosso. So I'm giving that a go, see if that can draw the attention of any trout if they're here. But, still got a nice bit of water ahead yet, so it's not looking good at the moment. Right, we're on to one, there it is. A little battler, made a couple of jumps out the river, and that was taken straight off that flat water along that where the reeds are along there. And didn't hesitate, so I'll get him off quick. It's only a little tacker, he's hooked near the eye, so I don't want to do any damage to him. You're good. He's off. Oh, nice to know that lure works. I've had that in my kit for probably 10 years or maybe 8 years. Never ever used it. I only had 2 of them, and yeah, never ever used them. So the first today for it. I thought it might work well in the tannin waters early season, but I've had all the other fluoro patterns and lures, and yeah, never got round it. So I called for desperate times today, and it worked. Oh, still push my way upstream here. Probably about 300 metres to the car now, and no more hits, nothing. So had what I've had so far, 3 landed from 4 hookups, so it's not too bad. I'd like to do anything better. This stretch of river I fished today, many years ago, it gave up 49 trout up through here. And I think I lost 14 or 15 that day as well. I stopped at 49 to give myself a challenge, a challenge to catch 50, but it never happened. I've never gone close since. Right, it's just how, so now it's nearly 1 o'clock, just under 1 o'clock anyway, so I've had about an hour and 3/4 in the river for 3 trout. Yeah, a lot of spaces in between the fish, but 3's better than 0, like I always say. You know, it's just nice getting back in the river after such a 3 month or over 3 month layoff for me, and yeah, to be back in these little rivers, I just love them. And yeah, so variety of lures there today. They're just a plain gold aglia, that little 00 1.5 gram, and that did alright to start with, and then I thought I'd try another one, so then I went for a aglia moose noir. That got a trout and lost one, and then I went for that fosso in the fluoro, the white fluoro lure in a 2.5 grammer in the size 0, and that got one. But yeah, after I got that landed that 3rd one, that was the last fish for the probably next 400 metres. Never saw a fish after that, and like I said, it's still early season, so I'll just keep plodding along. Each day they add up. So next time, guys, tight lines.